Yep, in range of the other one. Slightly more damage, but slightly less accurate. Alright, and the other one is starting to move. Thankfully, still a really bad chance to hit. Okay. Surprised that one isn't really going anywhere. Well, I could have Ephraim. Oh, the pillar blocks the way. I could have Ephraim just run in with Sigmund. Can Seth rescue Ephraim? Yes, okay. So we will have Ephraim take care of this Gorgon. Stab it. And he levels up. Alright. Okay, decent level up. I mean, actually that's more or less than decent, to be honest. Rescue Ephraim and then fall back. Erica, you can take Ephraim and drop him off right here. And La Rochelle. Ooh. Not enough, but the longbow it would be. Wow, Inez, that was a lot more than you really needed to do. Heck, I can just use Natasha to finish him off. But La Rochelle it is. Alright, so down goes the spider. Okay. So, I mean, she's in range of that one, but it wouldn't really be too bad otherwise. Yeah, we'll keep Joshua there. We'll move Natasha up. We'll move Garrick over here. But we'll keep... Yeah, we'll keep Soleil here as well, and Mur can just kind of be floating. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, the other spiders are now on the move. Okay, what else did I trigger? Hopefully not a whole lot. No, just the spiders. Cool, okay. In which case, La Rochelle, back off. Yeah, we'll move Joshua up, we'll move La Rochelle back, I'll move Garrick up. Mur can also be up. And, let's see, 3 more uses, alright. Oh, they're going down to Tana. Why does everything want to kill Tana? Is she... like, she's not the weakest unit. I'd say maybe Natasha would be, not Tana. Okay, how do I want to do this? You have a steel lance, that wouldn't be too big of a deal. Lethal Talon, okay. How much would... very low chance to hit, really. Honestly, I think I'm just better switching off to Vivnir. I'm gonna need to move Seth out of the way, though. So we'll move Seth. We'll put Ephraim right next to Tana. And he can have the Killer Lance. And we're good to go. Until those Shadow Shots are used, I'm not getting any closer. Oh, jeez. Tana, please crit. Using up 2 uses of Vivnir on these spiders. They're not worth it. They're not worth 2 uses. was hoping maybe by switching to the Killer Lance, they may go after Ephraim. Not the case, though. Ah. Tana, you're great with levels. You're not really... kind of letting me down on every other department. Alright. So this is number 3? I think? Maybe? Still no reinforcements, so that's good. No, that was 4. Okay. In which case, just wait. Last use of Shadow Shot. And it missed. Perfect. Okay. So at this point... I mean, I'm 99% sure that Leon doesn't move. Actually... no, he totally doesn't, because if he did, he would go after Tana. Okay, so Leon shouldn't go after me. In which case, I am safe to proceed. So we'll move Garrick up here with the hand axe. We'll move Inez up. La Rochelle. Joshua. Erica. Myrrh. Seth. I think what I'll do is use Ephraim to lure that guy. And then we'll keep Soleil and Ross close by. With the hand axe. And I think we're good. Alright, I expected to move. Wow, there's a severe lack of meaningful critical hits. Still nothing moving, okay. I need to make sure I'm still out of range of that dragon, okay. Ephraim, you move up with, actually, you have Demon Surge, and that's just 1, 2. So yeah, we'll move Ephraim up with a Javelin. Tana up. We'll move Ross and Soleil up. We'll inch closer. Just move it up a couple steps at a time, just to make sure that I don't get swarmed. Okay, yeah, that one moves. I mean, that one I knew would move, considering that its twin did. Good job, Ephraim. And that's it, alright. Well, in which case, as long as I'm not in range of Leon's spell, I should be good to try to take down these other ones. Okay. So... we can have Ross go over here, and... Ephraim has less of a chance of succeeding. Well, whatever. We'll have Ephraim javelin this Gorgon. I'm pretty sure those whites will attack me if I am literally right in front of them. And granted, if Ephraim was turned to stone, that would be a serious problem. Which, granted, that did happen. It's like, what, in like a prior playthrough? No, more like the last map on Ephraim's side. Okay, so javelin this Gorgon. Using Tana. As long as my characters can't be turned to stone. I will be fine. Because Natasha is not with this group. Okay, we can have Ross run up here. Ooh, that one has a killing edge. Steel Lance, killing edge, Steel Lance. Okay. In which case, I would want Soleil to take care of this one. Yeah, I could use Excalibur. I mean, its animation is exactly what we saw from Carlisle. Since Excalibur is the only wind... come on, Slay. It's the only wind tome in the entire game. So, yeah. Alright, we will have Ross attack the one targeting Tawna. Again, just all of these useless criticals. Come on, guys. Just gotta make sure so that way I didn't just doom Ross. Let's see. I can have La Rochelle. Yeah, Shine Tome will work. And this might be enough to push her to A rank. I hope it is. Well, it gives her a level up if nothing else. Okay, decent level up. A rank! Okay, trying to get to that one, though. Like, I'm going to need to have Ephraim run from the side. Ooh, and then we have another problem here. Oh, but it's a Sword Reaver, so Ephraim will be fine. Nope, that wouldn't do anything. That would, though. Okay, cool. Sure shot and a critical. Good job, Innes. Let me get a crap level up. Yep. Okay. We'll go ahead and move Erica forward. We'll move Myrrh up behind her. Seth, Joshua, Garrick, and Natasha. Yeah, I figured they would attack what's directly in front of them. And there we go. So, assuming nothing else moves on the enemy phase. Ah, crap. Steel Sword, Steel Lance, Steel Sword. Okay. Well, I can have Innes take care of this one. That way, he's not in range of Leon. And that way, no one else gets in range of Leon. La Rochelle. You use lightning on that one. And just take him out. And then I could prove... How do I want to deal with that last one? Because again, in range of this guy. Well, I mean... Just use Ephraim. I mean, he doesn't get the support points from Tawna, but... Against these enemies, he really doesn't need it. It's like the 5th useless critical, I think. I'm not keeping track, and Postme's also not keeping track. Okay, so... Leon. Okay, that would hurt a lot. What about Myrrh? Damn, Myrrh could do a good chunk of damage to him. 50 with a decent chance to crit, too. Oh, she gets the boost from Soleil! Oh, that is awesome. Okay, I'll move Seth up first. And then have Erica attack. Yeah, I think this will work. I hope you're watching. I will defeat the Demon King.
Do you really think your blade can hurt me? Cut me and see, if you can even hit me, that is.
Alright, well, Erica didn't finish him off. But I definitely know. Oh, nope. Oh. Tasha doesn't even need to be anywhere nearby. I don't think this is really necessary, but... Oh. Well, neither was that really, but... This is what Fortify looks like. It gives a good amount of experience, too. So yeah, it helped heal up Erica a little bit. And then Mur can just come in and save the day. Well, first things first. Just make sure that Erica's in good health. It's like, why is this important? Well, you'll see. I'm not sure if this is actually important at all, but better safe than sorry. Anyway, little dragon girl, away!
Come and face your death! I'm waiting, you miserable fool! Your corpse will make a perfect offering in my resurrection!
Don't mess with the dragon girl. Leon! Be careful, Erica! It's alright! He's Leon! Leon! Erica? Is that you? Yes, Leon, it's me! Erica, you stopped me, didn't you? I'm glad. Leon! Leon! Listen, Erica. I never had the courage to tell you, but I've always loved you. Leon! What? This... Brother! Leon's body, it's...
The time has come. My resurrection is at hand. Now, humans, lament your fate. Weep for the dead. Despair for the living. Wail and tremble in grief. Grovel in awe and fear. I am returned.
Is that... the Demon King? Erica? Brother. Don't be afraid, Erica. I'm here. Our friends are here. We have the Sacred Stone, and we have each other. We will not lose. We will defeat him! You're right, brother. La Rochelle! It's time. We have to use the final Sacred Stone. We must use its power against the Demon King, as in the stories of old. You must listen to me, Erica. The stories are true. The stone does hold the power to stop the Demon King. However, the source of its power is human will, the desire for peace within our hearts. In our hearts? Yes, that's right. We need not pray for the sacred stones to aid us now. No, we need only focus ourselves and concentrate on a better future. I understand, La Rochelle. Listen, everyone. I can never repay you for all you've done so far. Now please, one last time, lend me your strength to defeat the Demon King, to restore peace to our lands, to take the peace we all dream of and make it real. Is everyone ready? We're going to win. My only wish is to serve and protect the two of you. I'm in no way inferior to this so-called Demon King. There's nothing to fear. I'll protect everyone. Prince Leon. Never stop fighting. Never. So, what's Lady Luck have in store for me today? Can my magic prevail? I'll do what I can. Watch with pride, Father. I'll show you who's the strongest. I, La Rochelle, strike in the name of righteousness, order, and Rostin! Let's finish this.
Abominable sacred stone! I will not suffer imprisonment again! How? You possess only one. Do not fool yourselves. You cannot fully imprison me. I will grind that wretched rock and your accursed bones to powder.
There! We did it! The Demon King's soul has been bound once more! But, Erica, it's not over yet. The Demon King's soul rages against its prison. We must return it to its proper place, and quickly. But first, we must defeat the Demon King's soulless body. That thing? Uh-huh. The real battle's just beginning. Our ancestors paid dearly for their victory, a mountain of corpses. It's written the Demon King was surrounded by the dead before he finally fell. We're all prepared to do what must be done. I have no desire to make any more heartbreaking sacrifices. I promised we would all return safely. And return safely we shall! Alright, and now, Phase 2. It looks as though everyone was healed fully, so all of that prior healing meant absolutely nothing. But we have Formortis, the Demon King. Our objective is to just defeat the Demon King. And he has a few different spells: Demon Light, Ravager, and Nightmare. Okay, the Demon King should not move from his position. But Nightmare is something that I am a little bit worried about. Lures all enemies within range into a deep slumber. Okay, I can have Erica just run up with Sigline. You can also see that his HP doesn't show. Formortis has 120 HP. So, yeah, it's kind of too big to display normally. Okay, with Sigmund, slightly less accurate, but 50. Okay, so 50 from Ephraim. Erica would be 44. So that would be 94. And then we have Tana with Vivnir, which would be 28. Would that be enough just from these three alone? I don't think La Rochelle's gonna... Oh, La Rochelle would just get herself killed. So, yeah, no, we're not even gonna bother with that. Now, one reason why I'm looking to see if I can just one-shot him is that Fomortis will just summon enemies endlessly. When he initially summons them, they won't be able to attack, but I believe he summons 8 enemies to surround him. Not to mention the fact that... okay. If worse comes to worse, I do have Latonia here. So Natasha can help out if things get a little hairy. Okay, 87. Who has the lower accuracy? Ephraim slightly, but I also don't trust Tana. So we'll have Ephraim run up with Sigmund and attack. Alright, now his HP is visible. 70 HP remains. Okay, so with Tana up here... Oh, damn, she actually has a chance to crit. Wow, okay, wasn't expecting that. Let's go for it. Okay, we've got this. And one final level up. Just for posterity's sake. Good job, Tana. We'll move Seth up close. And then Erica, it's time to avenge your friend. It is time to slay the Demon King! Leon, lend me strength! That's it. It's over, isn't it? Yes! Evil has been imprisoned, locked away. The legends of old have been mirrored in our actions today. No, we've done far more than the legends ever told. We've destroyed the Demon King's body. He can never come back. That's right. And we have you all to thank for it. And another thing. In that ancient battle, it took the might of the 5 heroes to do what we did. We did not have their extraordinary power to draw upon. No, we didn't. We conquered darkness and restored peace to the land, thanks to you. It was because you never gave in. You never stopped fighting. None of you, not once. Thank you. This means we've accomplished our mission! I must relay the good news to King Hayden at once. Yes, I'm sure Father will be most pleased. Brother, this means peace will be restored, doesn't it? Shall I fly back to Frelia and let him know? There's no need to rush. I'm sure he knows. After all, we were together. That ensured our victory. Of course, Prince Innes. Looks like we're on the outside looking in, eh? Even so, the fighting's over. And that's something to be happy about. Exactly. Well, that took some doing. We finally finished the job. We certainly earned our pay. Please tell me we're going to enjoy it. Let's go home, Chief. Let's see now. Shall we head back to Johanna? I guess we could stop in at the guild and get our next contract, eh? But the Queen's gone. I wonder what Johanna will do now. I'm sure it'll all work out. After all it's said and done, it's our home. Come on, it's time for Garrick's band to ride. Let's go. Heads. Looks like I should be getting back as well. Homecoming time. It's over, isn't it? The demon that drove Grotto to madness is dead and gone. I can't believe that I was part of this whole thing! The war is over, but so much remains to be done. Our country lost this war. The road ahead will be long and hard. That's true, and yet, it's a road we must travel. That's the burden survivors must shoulder. Yes, and we must fulfill the dreams of Emperor Vigard and Prince Leon. Dozla! Rennick! We've done it!
Ah ha ha! And a job well done it was, Princess La Rochelle!
Whew! It's finally over. So, it's about time for me to hold it! I gave you no orders to leave. I am the Princess of Roston, lest you forget. I have many missions yet to fulfill. Come, Dozla, Rennick, it's time to go.
Ah ha ha! Wait up! Let's move, Rennick!
The darkness, it's gone. Yes, that's the end. I guess so. Let's return home, Lady Myrrh. Our friends and family will be worrying about us. What? Hey, teacher! Where are you going? Wait up! I'm coming with you!
You did well, Ross. You're a true warrior, my pride and joy.
But you're still the best, Father. That's right. My father's the best warrior in all Magval.
I'm glad everyone's so happy, but you better not forget that they won only with our help. Right, Nimi?
We all worked together. Wasn't that great, Colm?
Hey, don't start crying, please.
Oh, glorious light, were you witness to our victory? The foul demon has been purged from the earth. The ancient demon king was as powerful as the scrolls described. And yet, in the end, we were able to defeat him. After all, there's no one better than us.
Your continued safety is all that matters to me, Princess Erica.
General! Princess Erica! We can finally return to Renee, can't we? Yes. We can go home. All of us, unharmed.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I'd like nothing more than to laze about a while. Alas, we're not gonna have that opportunity, are we, Prince Ephraim? No. Reconstruction of Renee is going to keep us busy. Keep your strength up. I'm gonna need your help in the days ahead. We'll be beside you through it all.
Alright. Let's go home. Let's go back to the people who are waiting for us. And we have done it. We have slayed the Demon King. And now, it is time for the epilogue. It is time for me to be on my way, my friends. As the Princess of Roston, I still have many duties to perform. Oh, Princess Erica! If it please you, I would be ever so delighted if you joined my tea club. I insist that you come. Oh, say you will, won't you? I have much to do here in Johanna. I'll start with what can be done and keep going from there. First, I must talk to Mother. She should know that we've won, so that she can rest easily.
We of Ferralia will do what we can to aid in the restoration of Renee. If you have need of our assistance, you have but to ask. I seldom trust people who act from purely altruistic motives. But I'll grant you that friendships are a worthy exception to my distrust. We finally made it home, haven't we? You must be exhausted after the journey. Shall we rest, Erica? That would be nice. But first, we must seal this away. This stone banished the Demon King. With such power, do you suppose we could bring back Father and Leon? That everyone who died in this dreadful war could be... Erica. I know. Such things would be... I cannot wish for such things. No matter how it hurts, or rather, because it hurts, we must learn to accept sorrow. We must take it into our hearts and tame our grief. Erica. Tell me, sister. If Leon were here with us, what do you think he would want? What he would want? Yes. You see, I think I know. It was the reason for his studies. It's why he wanted to know about the sacred stones, or rather, the Fire Emblem. Let's take Leon's dreams and fulfill them in his stead. We can do that, can't we? Without relying on any mystic power? You're right, brother. We can. Let us fulfill his dreams. As Leon wanted. As we all want. So we may live in peace and joy. And this has been Let's Play Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones. It's kind of... It's a bit odd to be coming back to this game again after quite some time. It's been several years since I last played Sacred Stones, and yet I still absolutely love this game. This game is by far my favorite Fire Emblem game, and it was my first Fire Emblem game. It was my very first introduction to the series, thanks to the Nintendo Ambassador System. And while I didn't really care for many games that came through the Ambassador System, there were two games in particular that I just absolutely adored. One of them was Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and the other was the Sacred Stones. And I still just absolutely love this game, even though it can be a little bit frustrating at times. That's kind of par for the course when it comes to Fire Emblem games. And realistically speaking, like, if there was ever to be, like, a transitionary game between the recent Fire Emblem titles, like Awakening and Fates, to the older titles, like, say, Blazing Sword or Path of Radiance, this game would be perfect because you do have the ability to grind. There may still be permadeath, but you can still, like, you could dabble with having permadeath with Awakening, or Fates, or Shadows of Valentia. And you can just get accustomed to that. So, I mean, I do think that Sacred Stones is a bit on the easier side compared to other Fire Emblem games. But that's why I think it is such a good introductory game, or a transitionary game. And just the characters. Oh my gosh, the characters. Oh, are you? My name is Leon. Uh-huh, that's me, the son of the Emperor. You're Prince Ephraim and Princess Erica from Renee, aren't you? I heard you were coming, and I've been waiting here all day. I've always wanted... I don't have any friends my own age. So, Prince Ephraim, Princess Erica, what do you say? From now on, Let's be friends. And, like I mentioned, the characters. I love the characters. What can I say? Like, I consider Leon to be one of the best antagonists of the series. Granted, in Erica's route. Oh, right. I should probably go over these as well. So this is the results from our supports. The endings. Franz the Faithful and Amelia Rose of War. Franz brought Amelia home with him to Renee. Amelia spent a short time in Renee's army, but once she and Franz were married, she retired her commission. The two had a daughter who grew to be a great knight herself. Yeah, it's hard to get my thoughts out, but we are going to just go through all of these. Silent Gilliam and Graceful Serene. Gilliam and Serene returned to Frelia, where they were married. All agreed they were a perfect match, and their union was blessed by the crown and the Order of Knights. The two continued their unwavering service together. Poor Mulder, he didn't get jack squat. Mulder, wise counselor. After the War of the Stones, Mulder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide King Inez, as it had served King Hayden before him. Garcia, the warrior reborn, and Ross, his father's son. Father and son returned to Ede, where they toiled together to rebuild their village. Ross grew to become a greater warrior than even his father. When he himself had a son, that child continued his family's legacy. Also, in case you're wondering, the B stands for battle, the W for wins, and L's for losses. If you do reset when a character dies, the game does keep track of it. Colm, good-natured thief, and Mimi, the tearful archer. Childhood friends became lovers first, then husband and wife. Worried for Mimi's well-being, Colm gave up his adventurous ways. Mimi passed on her grandfather's skill in archery to her own son and daughter. Artur, who was slightly more helpful than Mulder. Saint of Light. Artur moved to Renee to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked without rest to ease the pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry. Joshua, the Tempest King, and Natasha, Sacred Healer. When Joshua returned to Johanna, he took Natasha as his bride and claimed the throne as its rightful heir. Natasha was the perfect companion, and together, they carried the mighty desert nation to great glory. Ford, the Wild Knight, and Vanessa, the Dutiful Rider. Ford's love for Vanessa grew after the war, and although she loved him as well, she placed her duty to Frelia first. Undeterred, Ford moved to Frelia himself. Over time, the two were wed. Kyle, the Ardent Knight, and Lute. Prodigy. After the war, Kyle and Lute were married in Renee. Kyle's friends were disturbed by his choice of brides, but they could not deny his happiness. Before long, they had a son, and Kyle dedicated himself to his upbringing. Inez, King and Strategician, and La Rochelle, the Queen of Light. The stories tell of the sparks that flew between La Rochelle and Inez when they first met. As the love between them flourished, so too the bond that united their two nations. And General Dwessel, the Obsidian General, very apt. Following the war, Dwessel returned to Grotto, where he was instrumental in its rebuilding. He spent his remaining years watching over Grotto and sharing his wisdom with other nations as an expert combat instructor. Noel, the Watcher of Darkness. One battle, one victory. Noel defeated anything that was in his path. Noel returned to Grotto, where he dedicated himself to rebuilding it and fulfilling Leon's vision. When the country was restored to its former glory, he disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again. And next is Cormag, the aloof landsman. Cormag returned to Grotto to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he wandered he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army, not as a knight, but as a common soldier.
Dozla, the steady axe. Wow, Dozla also was undefeated, a lot more impressively than Noel.
As La Rochelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side. Watching La Rochelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be was Dozla's greatest joy in life.
Rennick, the rich merchant, in quotations.
La Rochelle summoned Rennick back to Roston,
and he was forced to return.
He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen.
Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. Garrick, the Desert Tiger, and Marissa, the Crimson Flash.
Garrick remained a mercenary, and Marissa became his company's fencing instructor. Garrick returned the affection she gave him, although he was trouble to learn she was clumsy at everything but fighting.
Poor Garrick.
Tethels, the beloved dancer. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Her fame grew and grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed.
Next, her brother, Ewen, the enthusiastic student.
Ewen continued his studies, modeling his life after the teachings of Soleil. Eventually, his education branched off into different paths. His insatiable curiosity led him on a trip to explore the world. Myrrh, the Great Dragon, and Soleil, the Well of Wisdom. Myrrh returned to Darkling Woods, but at Soleil's request, she eventually moved to Cair Pelin. In time, the townsfolk learned to treat her not as the Great Dragon, but rather as a normal girl, and she was happy.
Aww.
Ephraim, the Restoration King, and Tana, the Winged Queen. Once Renee was stable again, Ephraim and Tana were wed.
It is protested vocally,
but when he saw how happy Tana was, he gave the marriage his blessings. Renee and Frelia are now bound by blood as well as friendship. And finally, Erica, the Restoration Queen, and Seth, the Silver Knight. Upon their return to Renee, Erica and Seth were wed, with the blessings of Ephraim and all the Knights of Renee. The tale of the love that grew between a princess and her loyal knight became a beloved romance in Renee. And this is the end. Of course, there are still the cutscenes to show from Ephraim's route, and there is the matter of post-game. I'll have a short bonus video detailing post-game a little bit. There isn't a whole lot to do, and I'm not going to delve too deep into it, but do expect a bonus episode. But again, final thoughts. I love this game. Like, no matter how many times I play it, no matter how much it frustrates me, no matter how much it makes me incredibly nervous, I just love this game. It is my favorite Fire Emblem game, hands down. I know I've said that multiple times, but it just is. I love the story, I love the characters. I did mention something about Leon before I kind of got interrupted. I do prefer Leon as a bit of the tragic hero, more so in Erica's route than in Ephraim's route, to be honest, because honestly, I think Leon works a lot better as being manipulated by the Demon King, rather than being fully, like, almost submissive to him. And overall, I just find him to be a lot more of a fallen, like a more of a tragic character in that way, when gone down Erica's route. So, I mean, this is comparing a ton of other villains. I'm not really sure. Fire Emblem kind of has a bit of an oddity when it comes to villains. I mean, you do have some fantastic villains, like, say, the Black Knight or Arvis. But then you have, like, Valadar, or Grunting uncontrollably. I mean, that's not to say that's just the matter of the recent games. The older games also kind of had some lackluster villains. Nurgle's kind of meh, as is, Garnif. But, I mean, there are some good villains in the series, and I think Leon is among the best. And even, like, so many other characters. And just how many things happened here. Oh my gosh, Tana was the MVP. Tana was absolutely the MVP. Like, I went in this thinking that if there was any character that would die, it would be her. And yet she was amazing. So kudos to you, Tana. Kudos to you. Ah, God, I love this game. But like I said, expect one more episode dealing a little bit into post-game. So, until next time, everyone, take care. Don't make that face. We'll see each other again. All three of us. You, me, and Erica. Yeah, I know. But when we get older, when we each take the reins of our nations, we probably won't meet again. Not like this, I mean. Not as friends. What's that got to do with anything? Kings are humans too. Emperors need not be friendless, you know. I suppose you're right. You have a knack for cutting to the heart of things. But becoming a king or an emperor is not something you can take lightly. I really don't think we'll be the same people we are right now. What if Renee and Grotto went to war? What if we were forced to fight? Don't be ridiculous. That would never happen. If it did, we'd still be friends, wouldn't we? Even if that happens, yes. We're friends forever. Nothing can change that. You'll see. Alright, Ephraim. Then I will see you again. Leon. You came after all, Ephraim. I'm glad. Leon. Is this my fault? Am I responsible for how much you've changed? I haven't seen you for 2 years now. Have you hated me that entire time? No, Ephraim. I was never dishonest. I liked you both. I still do. But I was envious of you too. That's why I desired this. You may not believe me when I tell you this, but even now, after all this, I still consider you a friend. Leon. You know that I do too. I spoke the truth to you. I truly thought that we would always be friends. That's why I have to stop you. Of course. I know. You are Ephraim, after all. You could do no less, my friend. Well, come then, Ephraim. Try and stop me. I will defeat you. And then I will save the people of Grotto. No one will stand in my way. I am the Demon King. I know nothing of human frailty. I am supreme. Tell me, Ephraim, do I look like I've grown stronger? The last time we dueled, I was too weak to test you. Why, I'm so weak, I even lost to Erica. I've sacrificed the lives of many good people. I've committed many unforgivable sins. The caring heart I once possessed died long ago. And I've grown stronger because of it. I've grown strong enough to defeat even you, Ephraim! No, you haven't. You're still no match for me. You were never one for combat. It's not in you. You should never have chosen this path. Here I come, Leon! Where did I go wrong? I guess that proves it. You're too strong, Ephraim. I've always admired... Leon! You know, Ephraim, I always wanted to be you. I wanted to be strong and handsome, with Erica always at my side. That's what I wanted to be. I had nothing. Don't be ridiculous, Leon. Who was it that taught me history? Who covered for me when I stumbled? Didn't you see how I looked up to you? I admire your compassion, your wisdom, your thoughtfulness. Oh, yeah. That seems so long ago. I did keep you out of trouble, didn't I? Thanks for remembering. See? You're thoughtful too. Leon, wait! No, don't close your eyes! I'm going to save you! I'll find a way! No, don't. Thanks anyway. It was all my fault. Don't look so sad. Come on, Ephraim. Smile. Like you used to. Leon. What? This... Brother! Leon's body, it's...
The time has come. My resurrection is at hand. Well done, Leon. The sacrifice of your flesh and the sum of your efforts. They were all for naught. Grotto's disaster cannot be averted. My resurrection is at hand. All this time, you imagined yourself in possession of your own free will. But it was I who planted the seed from which your ambitions grew. My deceit made you my puppet, and oh, how you dance at the end of my strings. You could never have been saved. It's a shame, isn't it, Leon? And now, I am reborn!
Demon King! You are responsible for all the misery we've seen! Leon, my friend, you're the one! Brother, this power, it's different. I know.
This power is greater than anything we've ever faced. But none of that matters. I've learned so much. My lance is stronger than ever. That thing deceived and murdered my friend. No matter what happens, I'm going to destroy it! La Rochelle, it's time to use it. Prepare the last sacred stone. We have to use its power on that beast, like in the legends. You must listen to me, Ephraim. The stories are true. The stone does hold the power to stop the Demon King. However, the source of its power is human will, the desire for peace within our hearts. In our hearts? Yes, that's right. We need not pray for the sacred stones to aid us now. No, we need only focus ourselves and concentrate on a better future. I understand. Everyone, listen to me. This is the final battle. If we can defeat this thing, it's over. We face the King of Demons, the monster that once ruled all Magvel. He's more powerful than any one of us here. But we have something that beast will never have. We have community, friendship, love. We have all the virtues of humanity. That is our weapon. That is our strength. Let's finish this. I'm in no way inferior to this so-called Demon King. We must be steel blades with which to pierce the enemy. That's the heart of the darkness I've studied? It can't be. Prince Leon. Defeat the foe. Nothing else matters. Gotta do my best. Here goes! Never stop fighting. Never. Can my magic prevail? I'll do what I can. Oh, that's the Demon King, isn't it? Yes, I've read all about him. Is everyone ready? We're going to win!
Abominable sacred stone! I will not suffer imprisonment again! How? You possess only one! Do not fool yourselves! You cannot fully imprison me! I will grind that wretched rock and your accursed bones to powder!
Did we do it? Yes! We did it! The Demon King's soul has been bound once more! But, Ephraim, it's not over yet. The Demon King's soul rages against its prison. We must return it to its proper place, and quickly. But first, we must defeat the Demon King's soulless body. That thing? Uh-huh. The real battle's just beginning. Our ancestors paid dearly for their victory. A mountain of corpses. It's written the Demon King was surrounded by the dead before he finally fell. We're all prepared to do what must be done. No, I'll do it. I have no intention of seeing anyone else die. Demon King. I'm going to kill you! Ephraim, it is time I must be going. I am still Princess of Roston, after all. There's much to which I must attend. Renee and Roston are far apart, but that distance can be managed somehow. If you and I were to be betrothed, that is. I wonder if I appear too forward. No, how silly of me! Ephraim, I must return to Darkling Woods. With my father gone, much responsibility falls on my shoulders. Yet, I would ask, may I come and visit you from time to time?
We of Frelia will do what we can to aid in the restoration of Renee. If you have need of our assistance, you can come to me at any time. And another thing. It wasn't such a bad thing, fighting on the same side as you. That's all. The day will come, though. One day, we will see who is the better.
Where are you going, brother? We've endured so much to get home, and now...
I'm sorry, Erica. I must journey to Grotto. I just received word from Seth. In the south, within the Empire, there's been an enormous landslide.
A landslide?
Yes. Word is that it was so great that whole cities were destroyed. They say the damage is so severe, the Empire itself is in danger. That's why I must go to Grotto. The people are saying this is Grotto's divine punishment. But these are the same citizens Leon wanted nothing more than to protect. I cannot ignore their plight. Yes, of course not. I will ride with you. No, you must remain in Renee. Our country is recovering, but we cannot rest easy. Someone must stay to protect the realm.
Ephraim.
I understand. I'll take your place until you return. I will wait for you and Renee, brother. I can always depend on you, Erica. Leon. I will be king. The type of king we often spoke of. Strong and kind in measure. An ideal king. The people of Renee and Grotto are under my protection, and I won't fail them. Watch and see. Seth the Silver Knight, wounded at father and son, but remained until the end. Franz the Faithful, died at turning traitor. Silent Gilliam. Gilliam returned to his home of Frelia, where he continued to serve the crown as a faithful knight. His imposing countenance was said to strike fear in the hearts of even the most arrogant and brash of Frelia's new recruits. Mulder, wise counselor. After the War of the Stones, Mulder continued to serve the royal family of Frelia. His wisdom served to guide King Inez, as it had served King Hayden before him. Ross, his father's son, died at the Phantom ship. Garcia, the warrior reborn. He returned to Ede to help with its reconstruction after the bandit attack. Afterward, he re-enlisted in the army, serving Renee as a troop leader. His strength, valor, and experience inspired many. Colm, the good-natured thief. He politely refused an invitation to become a spy for Renee, returning instead to his hometown.
he spent the rest of his days as a chivalrous rogue, helping those in need from the shadows. Mimi, the tearful archer. She returned to her village and passed her days in peace and quiet. Years later, she traveled to the capital of Renee as an archery instructor for their military. She never could resist a good cry. Artur, the Saint of Light. Artur moved to Renee to help rebuild the shattered country. He worked without rest to ease the pain and grief of those who suffered during the war. His self-sacrifice made him into a folk hero among the peasantry. Lute, prodigy. After the War of the Stones, Lute returned to Renee to continue her arcane studies. She spent far less time locked in her library, preferring now to explore the outside world. She grew into a great and well-traveled sage. Joshua, the Tempest King, and Marissa, the Crimson Flash. Joshua returned to Johanna with Marissa, where she pledged service to the crown and became the top sword fighter in the land. Joshua still loved games of chance, but when it came to Marissa, she was ever the winner. Natasha, sacred healer. Once the war was over, Natasha returned to Grotto to help rebuild the Empire. She dedicated herself to easing the grief of those families that lost soldiers during the war. Kyle, the Ardent Knight, and Ford, the Wild Knight. Sometimes the greatest friends also differ greatly in personality. When Kyle and Ford returned home, they were celebrated in song and story. They lived their days in happiness as dearest friends and toughest rivals. Inez, king and strategician, and Vanessa, dutiful rider. At Inez's request, Vanessa moved into Castle Frelia, where she continued her duties as a knight of the realm. Thereafter, they had a child and lived happily with the blessing of all around them. Graceful Serene. Serene continued as commander of Frelia's Pegasus Knights. Her grace and beauty in flight were the subject of many songs and paintings, and her popularity soared. Dwussel, the Obsidian General, and Amelia, the Rose of the War. Upon their return to Grotto, Dwussel reunited Amelia with her mother. The two wept with joy, giving thanks to Dwussel. Afterward, Amelia became the most trusted companion of the man once known as Obsidian. Noel, Watcher of Darkness. Noel returned to Grotto, where he dedicated himself to rebuilding it and fulfilling Leon's vision. When the country was restored to its former glory, he disappeared without a trace, never to be seen again. Cormag, aloof lanceman. Cormag returned to Grotto to assist in the reconstruction of his country. Shortly after, he left to wander on his own. When he reappeared, he rejoined the army not as a knight, but as a common soldier. La Rochelle, Queen of Light. She succeeded her uncle as ruler of the Rossin theocracy several years after the war ended. She never lost her unique perspective on life. She spent much of her rule visiting the neighboring countries. Dozla, Steady Axe. As La Rochelle rose to become queen, he remained by her side. Watching La Rochelle grow to become the queen she was destined to be was Dozla's greatest joy in life. Rennick, Rich Merchant. La Rochelle summoned Rennick back to Rostin, and he was forced to return. He was never able to escape his service to the self-centered princess who became queen. Admittedly, he didn't try very hard. Garrick, the Desert Tiger. Garrick continued as a mercenary. Over the years, his reputation grew so great that he had more job offers than he could handle. One day, without warning, he left, never to return. Tethels, beloved dancer. She danced from city to city, and the entire continent became her stage. Her fame grew and grew, and large crowds gathered wherever she performed. Ewan, enthusiastic student. Ewan continued his studies, modeling his life after the teachings of Soleil. Eventually, his education branched off into different paths. His insatiable curiosity led him on a trip to explore the world. Soleil, the Well of Wisdom. Soleil returned to Kyr Pelin, where he remained a faithful servant of the Maniket. His days were not spent in isolation, though. Many of the friends he met during the War of the Stones came to visit his village. Erica, the Restoration Queen, and Tana, the Winged Queen. Following the war, Tana and Erica remained the best of friends. They visited one another when time permitted, and as they grew older, their children shared a bond of friendship as close as Erica and Tana themselves did. And Ephraim, the Restoration King, and Myrrh, the Great Dragon. After the war, Ephraim returned to Renee and Myrrh to Darkling Woods. They both turned their attention to their respective duties, but never forgot one another. Though Myrrh never again left Darkling Woods, Ephraim often visited her.